check out this new dad hat. Plugging this product, super pumped on it. Ron's also super pumped
Literally
on it.
never wearing any.
They're literally just saying this because we told them they have to sing Garage Garage and they won't do it.
No, we're not.
Yeah, no, so we're talking about dad hats. They're out now. Support dad hats so we can keep making them. Otherwise, we're going back to the 909 flipping brims. Oof. But do we look cool?
I think we look cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. It probably don't
You
look
guys
cool.
look like wiener.
We're sure. Yeah, we look like wieners.
Take it from a young kid.
Like this guy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, so Jimmy Oaks is here.
Oh, yeah,
what's
yeah,
up,
yeah.
guys?
Oh,
How you
hey.
doing?
So we met this dude at the Nürburgring 24, which
The 24 hours of no sleep ring.
which will be out on VHS soon or is currently out.
It's not out yet. It was great. It was an awesome time. You should really watch it.
But when we were there, he was like, "Yeah, I love doing wiring and tuning cars." So we were like, "Perfect. Dan has to go do another show. No one's here to finish shit car. Come on out to California."
I hate wiring, so thanks.
It's great.
I left you such a mess. Like here's all this, but I got pretty far down the list, but not really.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, kind of
But like a
limited
little
time.
bit of background, Jimmy, you do a lot of E36 stuff. E30,
Yeah.
E36, SRs, and
SRs and a lot.
E36s.
What is up, my YouTube friends? What's up, guys? Just got to the shop. As of right now, I'm just trying to make sure all these lines are gonna fit where they're supposed to go. Our main goal for today is to get the engine into the car. It's cranking now, but it won't start. So now I gotta figure out why it won't start. I haven't done that yet. This is the first.
okay.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of SRs. Everyone it's like, oh no, another SR. Every time I put an SR on my channel, they're great, whatever. So it's my first time doing a kooky SR though. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
it's good stuff.
This is a
Little more power, just a little bit.
Yeah,
So I made the
E36.
deal with Vin. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm only gonna work on this car if he does the intro.
You're already here. You have no option. You can't do that.
Yeah, like all right. See, the doors. My thing is to just get you guys to practice because I'm not doing it anymore, right?
Whoa, let's not say anymore.
Not
For
anymore.
a couple
For
weeks.
a couple weeks.
For a couple weeks.
I have another project I have to do, so you guys got to start.
Dan, just tell us.
I'm not doing it.
What type of project do you have to do that you just got a haircut, a beard,
Fresh
some new
kicks.
shoes?
Oh, man.
I had
name?
3 hours off. All right, 3 hours. Look what I did. 3 hours off.
All right, well, while Dan's out enjoying his new modeling gig, welcome back to Garage! Now get to work, Jimmy! All right, no, seriously, finish this thing. Here's the camera.
All right, let's get to work, guys. First step of all this is really need to address what we have. So this harness is old. It's been through some stuff, and I really don't know the condition. So what I want to do is kind of separate everything from it and just kind of get the main engine part. I want to do all of this first because honestly, this is the hard part. This is where all the thought goes into. Everything else, it's easy and just tedious. So really, my game plan right now is to start cutting back a lot of the older OEM installation, stuff like this. Because as you can see, there's a lot of hidden gremlins inside of it. So if we could expose some of it, hopefully we can save ourselves some trouble and in the time being, also help us get familiar with the harness. So start cutting.
All right, Jimmy, looks like you got the harness stripped down here a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So right now you have three places where the engine harness like really connects, right? You have the engine itself, you have the ECU, and you have the chassis. Right now, everything's stock. So everywhere this attaches to the engine, we could leave it. That's simple. ECU, stock, also plugged right in. What's not stock is where it connects to the chassis. So we have to focus on the points at which the engine harness itself would connect to the S14 chassis and manipulate it to work for what's left of a chassis. So where I stripped was the parts that interface with the chassis itself. So right here, that's all the engine stuff. We're not gonna touch it, we're not gonna bother, we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope everything's great. Right now, we have to go through our paperwork. We have a pinout diagram right here of the ECU. This tells us what every single pin is, the whole list. And then we have our generic wire diagram that tells us where all the wires go. So between these two pieces of information, we gotta trace it all back and figure out what we need to put power to, what we need to put a ground to, and what needs to have a switch, and you guys know how it goes. All right, first cut. Shit got real. So we're pretty deep in it at this point, as you guys could probably tell. So to make this less overwhelming, we're gonna remove some things that we don't need and just fully pull out of the harness. It'll simplify it and it'll make things just feel better, right? So there's weird things in this harness that you don't need. With S14s, for some reason, they put like the wiper motor in here. Like, why is that in your engine harness? So we're just gonna trace all these wires back, cut them out, make a nice dent in the harness, and there's other functions that were meant for emissions and stuff like that that obviously we're not gonna use. Don't tell California. That is weight reduction at its finest. Only things I can understand with my slot.
So we brought Jimmy Oaks out here and kind of left him in the other side of the building.
Did we? I don't even know if we
Yeah.
fed him. Did we feed him?
No, I hope he ate. He's a growing boy.
He is.
So we should probably go check in on him and see what he's even up to. Jimmy, packing boxes or working on cars? What are you up to?
Jimmy's got mom's spaghetti here on the table. Look at, oh my God.
Lord. What?
The hard part stuff.
What's the hard part?
I deleted all that stuff, got rid of it all, simplified it, and then like identified all the wires that I now need to hardwire into this chassis.
Oh, okay. So what do you have to tie into?
So there's a few things, like we have the fuel pump signal, so we don't have to put on a switch. The ECU will do that. It's kind of cool, right?
Nice.
We have something like, what else we got here? We got a TAC output signal, which is cool because we want to know that. And then we have a bunch of basically just like powers that trigger the ECU, powers that trigger the sensors within the harness, and grounds and all that.
So is this all going to be like battery on, or are you trying to go off the ignition?
I would love to go off the ignition, but we don't have one anymore.
I was going to say, I was like, I don't know if we actually have one of those.
If you're working around one of these fragile European cars, you gotta be super careful you don't break anything, okay? Because you might have to reuse it later on in life, okay? See that spark?
Accessory on, start. Everything else I'd like to be on.
So you'll put accessories on a switch?
Yeah.
So it'll like
ACC.
activate accessories?
Like turn the radio on, you know? 'cause we have
Yeah.
a radio.
Yeah, for sure.
Is this too nice for shit car?
I was gonna say, like, this is too nice for shit
Yeah,
car. Like, you bought new wire, you have plenty of wire right there that you could have merged in.
Look at this real quick. Look at all the electrical tape that got shaved off of there. That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane that you bought new electrical tape when there's plenty of it in the garbage.
Well, this is impressive, man. I mean, honestly, this is one of the hardest parts of car building to me, is like chasing down the wiring. And you were telling us that because that's a S14 motor, there's a lot more random shit everywhere in the harness that you have to identify, like a lot more random stuff in the body.
Don't praise me yet, because
Yeah, it has to run.
Yeah, it still doesn't run.
Yeah.
you got this, right?
I'm good. No,
Yeah,
no,
that's all you-
I'm out. Vin, all you done.
All right, so now it's officially time to start taping this thing back up, getting it all laid out and looking like a harness again. So before we do that, we have to extend a couple wires that are like too short. They're like stuck halfway in the harness, and we want to get these like out so we can use them on the chassis. So we're gonna extend these 4 wires and just get to taping. Fully taped up. It actually looks like a harness now. I'm excited. It looks thin, right? Looks pretty good. It went on a diet. But right here, we're all ready to go. So we're gonna use this piece to then convert this Nissan harness into a BMW chassis. So tomorrow, hopefully, we can get this on the engine with everything else and maybe try and start it for the first time. Yeah, let's pick it up tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. Hoonigan is flying you and a friend out to Las Vegas to party with us at SEMA. Burnout events 2 times a day, every single day at SEMA.
Yeah! Basically, you and a friend get to come out to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, located at the convention center right here. There's a forecast of Shreddy with possible chance of hoonage. Let's take it out to the field. Check with Ron.
That's right. You and a friend coming out. You get $500 in friends. Hey, you get these 6 prizes. It's fucking windy out here. Jesus.
It appears we have lost lab coat Ron in the field due to high sendage. Anyway, here's how you enter. Head over to dollarshaveclub.com/Hoonigan. Sign up, get one of their monthly subscriptions. Then head over to Hoonigan.com/DSC, fill out your information, prove that you signed up for DSC, and you will be entered to win. Every single entry gets a gift bag. Top 3 entries get the prizes.
Yeah, and if that was hard for you to understand, basically click the links below. They're all there. And, oh, did I just expose our set?
We're back, day 2, and yeah, I'm already ready to get to it. So yesterday, got the harness. We took the old stock harness, cut it up, and tried to make it into something that I could use into this chassis that has no wiring in it. So today's a big day. Today we're hoping to get it all together, possibly, and get it to run bare minimal, just to make sure everything works. And then we're gonna finalize it to the actual chassis. But today I got Mitch here with me for
get this thing running. Got to fill up some train fluid, spark plug, just simple stuff, little fluids here and there, and get this thing going. Jimmy will get all the hard stuff going on. I don't want to deal with any of that.
All right, so what's our first step here?
First step, I want to plug the whole harness into the engine and then take our little leads right here and just kind of shove it on a battery and make sure this is all working right before I really finalize anything down. and honestly, it fits like a glove in here. It's almost like it was meant to be in here. My favorite part though, is we could use the factory ECU tray from the BMW, and it lines up like, look at this. It couldn't be any better. That's sick. What's also sick about this is we're able to utilize some of the factory wiring, take part of our E36 harness, and we could use our power harness that goes to the starter and alternator. It's gonna fit perfect on the SR.
Where are we going next with this?
Where we're going next, game plan, get power to everything, and then try and start it.
Cool.
You're telling me that those two touch and this is gonna fire up?
See, that's the goal.
Okay.
So I'm building a lot.
Wait, I thought you were good at this. This is what we fly you out to California, and this is what we deal with.
No, that's
What do
the
you want, more
perfect way to
wires?
start shit car. Are
I
you
can-
kidding me?
Yeah, you're right.
I can touch more wires.
This is what it deserves.
Yeah.
I don't want to be steady.
What is so? If you get electrocuted,
It's not in gear, is it?
Put it in neutral and make sure it's still in there.
Yeah.
Charge everyone.
Oh my god. Yeah, please make sure that's in neutral.
I always, always stand here on a new
Run
startup.
over my knees. I'm taking the summer off.
Leak check,
Leak check.
prime it.
It's on.
They were good then.
I don't see any fuel. Is there any fuel in the back? Well, I don't see anything.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Where'd it go?
So, you hear that?
Yeah, stuff's clicking.
All right.
Guys,
You guys ready?
ready.
All right. Click in and
Go, go, go!
let her eat. Come on.
Maybe a solid 3 cylinders in there.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Hey, that's a first start.
Not bad.
First try start right there.
Dude, man, good job getting that thing going.
Yeah, nice work, everybody.
I heard no rod knock, so
Yeah.
sick.
Good job, man.
Yeah, thanks. Buddy.
Nice
All
work,
right,
Jimmy.
so that was the fun part. Now I got to spend the next like 4 hours just like making this into switches.
Oh no! Wait, no, it's a shit car.
Yeah, we're just leaving.
Just tie those together.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
leave instructions written on the on the piece
Just
of
get
metal.
it.
So
You
every
get
time, we'll
either a piece of tape or a zip tie, and just zip tie it to the post and just let it go.
close enough to the post that you just move it. Just
Can we get like a Home Depot wall switch?
it doesn't matter.
Yo, how cool is this? It fits in the factory BMW location.
I'm telling you, this was
Isn't that
meant to
sick?
be.
So dope.
This fits in here great. Like this is OEM.
Yeah.
OEM Plus.
Okay, bye. Come back when it's driving. I like this job. All right, I'll see you when it's ready to drive.
Alright, fixed it. So the injector plug that's crammed all the way under here just wasn't fully seated. Isn't it great when it's that easy?
All right. All 4 cylinders are good to go.
Sounds healthy. I'm really excited. A lot of stress relieved. So now we just have a few hours of wiring things up. I got to wire the fuel pump to a relay, then a switch, Got to wire all this stuff up to a relay, then a switch, and then start wiring some sensors up to the gauges and cleaning it all up. So tedious, not hard. Let's get to work.
I got rid of my fuse boxes up here and put all the wiring into my dad. Yeah.
So I got all the wires that need to come from the engine bay into the cabin ran right here, ready to go. They're all labeled up just in case anyone else wants to get in here. They don't have to, you know, message me. They could just kind of figure it out. So very important piece we're gonna add is kind of like a little fuse block right here. So we're gonna put a fuse on every system. Just when people are raging this car and someone breaks through a wire, it blows a fuse and doesn't just melt the car down. So sounds like a good idea, right? Put it right there. Let's get back to making more wires. Now we gotta get power to the fuel pump and we gotta get power to the engine harness, and this thing should be ready to run. Switches.
Hey,
Yo!
what's up?
What's up with you?
What do you got going on here?
Fully wired up right here.
Ooh.
So we got a starter, our harness power, and our fuel pump.
Ooh.
All in one switch, right?
Ooh, just a little primer?
Just a little primer.
Wow, is that OEM?
OEM Plus.
Wow.
So yeah, today's been sick, but there's still a lot of work to do. So tomorrow what we're gonna do, wrap it up, do some things like the throttle cable, finish up the power steering, has some kinks, do boost leak test, and get ready for the dyno.
But does it run?
That's the real question. So it's full sequence.
Yeah, it sounds good. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. So it runs better now.
Yeah, it runs great.
That's amazing.
Let's just wake you up.
Yeah. Anything to avoid work, really.
So what did you? Oh my lord.
That's the best anti-theft device, by the way.
All right. Well, what's next?
What's next? Like I say, we got the throttle cable. We gotta finish up the power steering because it's a little weird. We gotta do boost leak test, a bunch of stuff to cap off, bleed the clutch, put a fan on. And
Boring stuff. Are we going to the dyno soon?
hopefully.
When?
Fingers crossed.
When?
Tomorrow.
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 Dude, are you kidding me? Dude shows up and in 2 days we're ready to take this thing to the dyno.
Horsepower predictions.
Oh,
Horse puppy predictions right here.
All right, we're on stock turbo.
Don't think about it too much.
All right. Yeah.
How much boost? 7 psi.
7 PSI?
You know how much limiter this thing's gonna see?
Kent's like, I'm not using any of this
Go with
shit.
217.
All right.
217?
I was gonna say 220 wheel.
I mean, I can make it whatever.
Oh, true. 221, Bob. All right, to the dyno. Do we scream that's a wrap? Where's Dan? How do we end this?
Camera just slowly goes here.